Hey guy, welcome back to another hilarious YouTube video. Please subscribe to join the Drew Gooden gang.
You probably thought that was me. Well, what if I told you that entire voiceover was actually done by artificial intelligence? I would be lying. I don't know how to do that.
Hey guy, welcome back to another hilarious...
I made a video a few months ago about how AI is ruining the internet and...
Wait! Oh my god, he got me! He did get me. I thought it was actually AI. God damn it.
Even though not that much time has passed, there's still so many new forms of dumb AI garbage that I feel compelled to rant about. The iPhone 16 has been marketed almost entirely around Apple Intelligence, and for some reason, sales are down. It could
I just got Drew baited.
be because many of the advertised features
I'm just gonna go ahead and forget that I ever said that.
still aren't available and won't be until nearly halfway into the product's life cycle, or maybe it's because every new iPhone costs $20,000 now. But I think Apple's condescending and mean-spirited commercials are also having an effect on how people view this product. Commercials targeted at people who aren't just stupid, but also kind of shitty. Every single one of them is basically just, are you tired of having to do anything? Well, now you don't have to. You don't have to type, you don't have to read, you don't even have to think. Finally, you can just mindlessly waddle your way through life as the barely functioning zombie we've always dreamed of selling things to. Like this guy, who hasn't done any work all day, but gets Siri to write an email for him telling someone else that they should do his work for him. And that guy is impressed? I am genius. Then there's one where this guy has to lead a meeting about a presentation his team made for him, but of course, he didn't read it. So he spits in the face of the hard work done by everyone around him and reads some bullet points his laptop pooped out. I am genius. That's awesome. I love when everybody else does work except for me. Is this how Apple views its customers? Like they're incapable of doing anything on their own without getting help?
I have not even tried the Apple stuff. I have not tried it at all. Like, it's like, do you want to turn it on? I'm like, motherfuckers, you can't get Siri right. It's been more than 10 years, and Siri can barely start a timer for me. Okay? No, I don't want AI on my phone. Thanks.
From their precious device. It's good to know that every time I open the mail app from now on, my phone's gonna be sitting there with its arms crossed,
have a
shaking
keyboard
its
on my
head
phone
as
for
I
this very
stumble through
reason.
some crappy attempt at a meaningful reply. All right, dumbass, just give it to me. I'll figure it out. Oh, Jesus Christ, man, are you even breathing?
Oh, I forgot I had to. Thanks for reminding me.
So, what did you think of the pitch I emailed you?
Yes, the one that you emailed me. Here we are. Very Victorian, which I loved. Unique relationship is formed. Oh. I love unique relationships.
With a twist.
I know, because I read it.
Great. I'm gonna tell them you're interested.
What?
They just committed to doing a whole movie they know nothing about?
Did AI write the commercials? Because it's like, look how stupid normal people are, and look how smart AI is. It feels like the fucking Apple marketing department had their AI write the fucking ads. To be like, yeah, we know humans are fucking stupid. AIs are smart as hell.
Other than how a phone described it? That doesn't sound like a great career move to me. What if the script is terrible? What if the movie's racist? Don't give me that smug look like you just outsmarted me. You
Yeah.
just agreed to be in a racist movie.
Siri, what's the name of the guy I had a meeting with a couple of months ago?
You met Zach Wingate at Cafe Grinnell.
Hey. I could see this going wrong so easily. The fuck? There's no way. There's no way. What if it's just the wrong person? How many meetings do you have every month? Bella Ramsey? Is that her name? That's her name, right? I mean, come on.
Zach!
Have I forgotten people's names before? Absolutely I have, and I will do it again. But what I've learned in life is that 90% of the time, it's not that big of a deal. I have never taken it personally when someone doesn't remember my name, because there's a lot of information getting tossed around in our brains, and sometimes it doesn't prioritize the important stuff.
Most of the Game of Thrones actors played themselves, yes.
Instead of names and birthdays, it'll save so
I mean, I'm not calling out Bella Ramsey, obviously, but she is just the one in the ad. Apple, that ad is stupid. It's so stupid. Do you not realize how wrong that could go? Again, we've lived the last 10 years with Siri. Did you forget that? We know what happens.
Song lyrics you heard one time 20 years ago. It happens. Just be honest about it. Would it be the end of the world to have a regular human interaction with someone? Does Apple just want us all to lie to each other now? Yes, of course I read the text you sent me. Josh, my husband. But as much as I hate those commercials, they all pale in comparison to the worst of these ads.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday.
I got you something.
Oh, honey. Thank you. I love this.
I got you this.
Did you do this yourself?
Man, I had a great teacher.
Happy birthday. I love you.
I love you too.
Love you.
This is from me.
Are you fucking kidding me? This character sucks. I don't want to be like this person who not only forgot her spouse's birthday, but got annoyed that their kids didn't. Who interrupted a beautiful moment between them and their dad so she could show them some stupid photo montage Siri threw together in 4 seconds. This is like that thing.
And to basically one up the kids. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
Little kids do before they learn to pick up on social cues. They'll interrupt a conversation like, Mom, 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 look what I can do. Wow, that's really great, honey. And this isn't just a lazy and useless gift. This isn't even a new feature. My iPhone's been making dumb video slideshows of my pictures for years now, and I've never even asked it to.
Very
also,
true.
all of these things in combination make no sense. This is marketed towards people who hate their jobs and want to get through it as soon as possible so they can get home to their families. Okay, I understand that. But then, even when they do get home to their families, they also just want to get through that as quickly as possible. So what exactly are the things we're supposed to like doing that we're in?
Also, again, I can see this going very wrong if, you know, they put in a picture that the AI thinks, or the machine learning algorithm thinks is woodworking, but is not actually woodworking. You know? You don't know what it put in that slideshow because you didn't even look at it.
In such a rush to get to. Just driving through traffic and scrolling.
It just like shows a picture of it shows a picture of your boyfriend, you and your boyfriend out, and your husband's like, who's this?
Instagram reels on the toilet? Or do we need to wait until our phone can do that for us too?
I guarantee you multiple people have been caught cheating after the shared family library thing started. I promise you, people got caught doing all kinds of crazy stuff by their spouses.
I think there's always going to be things in life that you don't really want to do and wish you could fast forward through. But to what end? If you could just skip through every single thing that's even remotely tedious or unenjoyable, you'd probably just skip straight to your deathbed, filled with regret, but also a new.
We had a movie about
appreciation
this.
for the mundane.
Adam Sandler taught us about this in 2006. It's a awesome movie called Click. Pro criminal tick. Don't take photos when you're out doing bad. Yeah.
If that sounds familiar to you, it's because it's the plot of the movie Click, starring Adam Sandler. I love
Oh! Yeah.
where he made boobs go in slow motion and then ignored his family for 20 years. One of the other key features of Apple Intelligence is message summaries, and I can't imagine ever wanting to use this. I don't want my fucking text messages summarized. If someone took
Again, AI, known to hallucinate. What if it summarizes the messages incorrectly?
the time to type out words for me to read, I'd like to read all of them. And if I take the time to type something out for you, I'd certainly prefer you read the whole thing. And
I mean, it was more like a pre-listen, but yeah. But I don't remember him talking about the movie Click. I guess it could have been subconscious.
not just have your phone cram it into one neatly packaged sentence devoid of any emotion. Of all the things that it might be useful for AI to consolidate, communication with other people is absolutely.
Who's typing long books in a personal email anyway? Yeah, I mean, exactly. No one reads their email, man. And I guarantee you, even less people will read their email once people can start sending huge walls of text that say nothing.
Absolutely not one of them. Again, what's the vision here? That I want to tell someone something, but I don't really feel like typing it all out. So I'll just tell my phone the gist of what I'm trying to say and they can do it for me. But then of course the person I'm talking to also doesn't want to read all that, so they have their phone sum it all up in a few words, reducing it back to the original thesis I lazily pumped out a few minutes ago. So at this point all we've really done is throw in an unnecessary middleman we're both ignoring. But then what happens when even that 2-sentence summary is too much for someone to handle? Can we consolidate it even further? Hell, why not just make it one word? Why don't we all just sort of grunt at each other until we're on the same page? Would that make it easier to talk to people? I hate to break it to you, but I think cavemen already tried that. We're moving in the wrong direction here.
As a creator on YouTube, I feel like I'm constantly having my videos merged into whatever random new AI systems they force on us. They generate summaries of my videos for other people to read, and summaries of my viewers' comments for me to read. Things like oatmeal and yogurt time songs hilarious, and Samantha is Drew's loyal follower. Good to know. But the main feature I want to talk about is one that is just so funny to me. So for the past couple years, when you would go to read comments in the YouTube Creator Studio backend, some of them would have these auto-generated replies as prompts for you to respond with. And for a long time, these were all super generic, just like thank you or sorry. But at some point a couple months ago, they updated these to be way more specific.
Okay, this is funny. This is funny.
With AI that's trying to use context to understand what's happening, but is almost always wrong. Thank you so much for saying piss and wobble within 10 seconds of each other. You're welcome. I'm just trying to spread awareness. Awesome sauce. It's literally just sauce. This is a great Christmas present to get on my feed today. Happy holidays, or sorry, happy birthday. If you're wondering why they didn't just say Merry Christmas, it's because according to them, Christmas is not a real holiday. I went to the casino a couple times in my early 20s.
Oh no, the war on Christmas is real. Bill O'Reilly was right. I don't know what to do.
20s, pulled $200 out and lost it over the course of an hour or two. Oh, sorry to hear that. That is awesome! What I find so fascinating about these is that they're specifically trying to suggest things they think I would say. They try to answer questions on my behalf, but they don't know anything about me, so they have to just make shit up. Wonderful video. My dad would always say, never gamble more than what you want to lose. Very simple way of thinking of it. Hope it helps someone. That's a good one. I don't have a dad. I wish I could tell you something my dad used to all...
That's a good one. That's not bad. That's not a bad generic reply, you know. I don't have a dad though. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Where the hell is it coming up with that?
Always say, but I can't. Because apparently he doesn't exist. I send my mom your videos. She loves them. Hi, Mom.
My mom doesn't like my videos. And I don't have a dad.
And I also don't eat rice, and my shirt is dirty because I wore it to the game. And the road work ahead car, I've never seen it in real life. Except for the time I was driving it in the Vine. But then I parked it on the side of the road and never looked at it again. It's so weird to read AI confidently invent personal experiences I have not had, but then also act confused about things I actually have done. I started my last video by telling a story about going on a cruise, and in response to someone commenting about that, YouTube wants me to say, I've never been on that cruise thing. So now I'm just gaslighting people. Imagine being a recovering gambling addict and every corner is just
Looks like you're reading YouTube comments. Would you like to respond with a trauma dump? Yeah, right? A made-up trauma dump? I guess it would be creepier if they did know, right? It would be creepier if it was correct. But it's also weird that it just makes up things.
Other temptation. There's no escape. I remember my first time trying that game. It was $0.25 a pull, and I thought I was gonna make a fortune. I lost $5. Why are they making up stories about my life? Why does AI just want everyone to lie to each other all the time? Such a good watch, and totally love the song. Been streaming it on Apple Music. Yeah, well, it's just a song I found on YouTube. Don't even know what it's called. They're talking about a song that I helped make. I know what it's called. It's called Cascade, and you can listen to it wherever you stream your music. Not many people realize this unless you live in a few states, but on Native American land, natives are allowed to run casinos. Yeah, I don't know much about that. I'm just a dumb gamer. I'm so fucking stupid. Regulations are the reason cars are so big. Emissions regulations are far less strict for trucks, which incentivize car manufacturers to make bigger vehicles to get them classified as trucks to save money. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm a dumb car driver. Sorry, everyone. Gotta get home and play my game. This doesn't even touch.
I mean, deregulating wouldn't. Okay, I'm not getting into that. Jesus.
Another nefarious tactic these sportsbooks use: limiting successful gamblers. If you lose often, there's no end to the promotions and offer you'll receive. But I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a kid. And I should not be driving this car. What makes this feature especially useless?
Wait, what was the other one? It's not a gamble for them. That's why I quit. I was only winning. What?
I should not be driving this car. What makes this feature especially useless is that like 70% of the suggestions are just some variation of, I don't know, cool video, but that a lot like Bird's shirt. I don't know what that is. I fell asleep while watching this video. 10 out of 10, very relaxing. I don't even know what that means. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Good. What does that even mean? The Kizik shoes were awful when I bought a pair. One of the only times I've ever returned an item. I don't even know how they're supposed to work. Shoes? I don't even know how shoes are supposed to work. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what Friday is, and I don't know what 13 is, and I don't know what a poll is, and I don't know what YouTube is. It happens so often, I don't know if they're trying to speak for me, or if they just don't know what's going on and felt compelled to tell me that. But it's funny because even if that was my genuine reaction to something, why would I need your help saying that? I'm so stupid that I can't even think of I don't know on my own. I have nothing to add. Okay, then why even say anything?
Hey, so sorry to butt in here. I just wanted to say I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Okay? That's fine.
Okay, here's where I think that comes from. That comes from people having no business commenting on shit all the time, and the AI picking up on that. And I'll tell you what I mean. How many Amazon reviews are there where someone asked a question and then someone responded with, I don't know? I've literally seen that where like people will ask questions about a product on Amazon and the answer will just be, I don't know. I didn't buy it. It's like, why are you answering questions on this product page? What's the matter with you? Like, they'll go through on the questions and just start answering them and just be like, I don't know. Well, I'm not sure because I didn't buy it, but from what the description says, it's like, dude, I could read the description. I would be asking a question. What are you doing? When you get an iPad before you get theory of mind. Yeah, it's not, I don't know. It's crazy. Because here's the thing. Like, my kids do, they don't have their own phones or iPads, but like, yeah, I'll give my kid the phone. It's usually just like in the background while he's playing, but also like he's got these shows that just like teach him vocabulary. Like he knows every kind of freaking vehicle. Like he'll look at a police car and be like, "Oh, that's a patrol car." I'm like, "You're 4. What the hell do you know what a patrol car is?" Like he got this Hess fire truck for Christmas from my dad. And he's like, fire engine. And then like inside it's got like another car. And it says fire chief on the back. And I think he recognized the word fire chief because he's like, fire chief vehicle. So yeah. Anyways, just an excuse to brag about my kid, I guess. Hess truck. Yeah, it's a tradition. Gotta know which cars can pull you over for speeding. Yeah. I did dream I got pulled over by a fire truck once.
We weren't talking to you.
It's just hard for me to give my input when I don't even know what's going on.
Sure, but we didn't really ask for your opinion.
Look, all I'm saying is next time you guys come crawling to me for advice, try cluing me in a bit first. I don't even know who you are.
You covered this topic in such a compassionate and dignified way, and I feel like it'll really help a lot of young people who may be struggling or may not have realized the hole they're digging. You're a really good friend to your viewers.
I don't even know what that means, but it makes me feel good, so thank you.
Tarzan-ass response. Hi, Mr. Drew Gooden. It's good seeing you around. Who? Who the fuck is this Drew guy?
Who?
Drew's got like every YouTube essayist that I watch in one video.
I don't even know who these people are, to be honest.
My friends? I don't know who my friends are? That would have been an insane video to make if I didn't know those people. Oh wait, this is weird.
I guarantee you someone's done that though.
Said good video, and the AI wants me to say, I don't know what that means. I'm only programmed to tell you about today's sponsor, Sofi?
Okay, I Guess I'm gonna do an
Drew
ad
baited
read
again.
now?
Hi, I'm Trapped in the Void, and I'm here to tell you about today's sponsor, Sofi. Look, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Sofi is the ultimate finance app helping you bank, borrow, and invest. And I gotta find a way to get out of this void. Why do I love Sofi checking and savings? Because I can earn up to 4% APY on my savings with direct deposit, which is 9 times the national average.
I thought his Rode microphone was the AI pin, the humane AI pin.
Savings rate. Why do I love the void?
This looks like the humane AI pin, but with a wig on.
I don't. I hate it here. Your typical savings account with direct deposit at your local bank earns you just 0.43% in interest, according to the FDIC National Savings Average. But with my Sofi High Yield Savings account, in just 6 weeks with direct deposit, the money sitting in my savings account can earn more than it would in 1 year in a big bank savings account. With Sofi Checking and Savings, you get paid up to 2 days early, you pay no account fees, and you can cash in on up to $300 when you sign up with direct deposit. So click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen to get started. Thank you to Sofi for sponsoring
Hey YouTube, why don't you autocomplete me a paycheck?
this video. Oh hey, I made it out of the void! Kind of cramped in here though with all these words.
That ad read was genius. Amazing content. Thank you so much for the entertainment. I hate that ad. I hate that ad that I did. Maybe the AI just thinks I'm stupid because it's stupid too. This person says, I'm a bit north of Florida. I live right next to Florida. Got it. Okay. So you're in Florida? Come on, man. They gave you 2 chances to figure it out and you still couldn't do it. And if I'm not being the dumbest person who's ever lived, I'm instead replying to compliments with things like, yeah, I know. Good vid. Yeah, it was hilarious. I'm funny as fuck. Such an important and relevant video. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's a big deal. Thank you for this video. Yeah, I know it's a big deal. Glad you made this video. We needed it. You're telling me, man. How do we get me to make more videos like this? It's really funny that they want me to be both a massive narcissist and a complete moron. Not that that's an impossible or even rare combination to pull off, but you're not doing me any favors by bestowing it upon me. And if that wasn't bad enough, some of these suggestions are just so mean for no reason. Kurt's dad's review getting Drew to buy the pool table and outdoor net is a lovely little crossover. I've never even watched that guy's videos. Why would I listen to him? I got this one for my cat from Amazon. I know that the segment about replacing Mr. Rogers and teaching children good values was a bit, but honestly, I started watching your videos like 7 years at the age of 9. I'm about to turn 17 now, and I can say with confidence that your videos probably helped not only shape my humor, but my values as well. Obviously, your videos weren't the only thing teaching me morals, but I think they played a big part in my thoughts and opinions. I know it was a bit, dumbass. Drew, please make these videos again. I love your commentary. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's weird that you're watching my videos.
That's my favorite. It is negging him. Autocomplete is totally negging him. It's like, why would you watch my videos? They suck.
Out of here, man. Oh my God, this one they didn't even try. They just said, that's a really long comment. I don't really care. What, even the AI couldn't be bothered to read all that? That's its only job. If you wanted someone to read 1/8 of a comment and then give up on it because they got bored, I'm perfectly capable of doing that myself.
Oh my God, I love that. It's not even doing its job. It's just like, I'm not gonna read that, it's too long. This is what happens because they trained this on YouTube comments, I'm positive. But like, just like regular people, the AI can't like understand when things are being sarcastic, and it can't always understand context. And that's particularly bad when you're talking about a comment section on a YouTube video. And so it's just like a lot of it's just not going to make any sense. I mean, think about all the stuff that goes into this AI to train it. It's trained. I don't know for sure, but like I can't imagine they're not training it on YouTube comments. And it's just like, yeah, because YouTube comments are insane. So if you feed that into an algorithm that's not real, where context is very important, and it's mostly devoid of context because that's the nature of YouTube comments, then yeah, it's not gonna go well. Garbage in, garbage out. Exactly, Bugs.
This person commented, great video on my video, AI is ruining the internet, and that's always good to hear. But here's how YouTube thinks I should respond to this comment. I can either...
Because I would imagine what's happening here. Honestly, it would surprise me if there is anything running over... I would be surprised if the AI is using the context of your video or the transcription of your video when coming up with these replies. This compute power is not cheap, right? So anything they do is going to increase, their bill. So what I would imagine they would do to try to cut costs is to just kind of answer it in the context of maybe the title and the description, but probably not like the actual transcription. But I don't know that for sure. But I would imagine that that's one thing making this bad, is that the AI doesn't have the context of what the video is. Not that that would necessarily make it that much better anyways, because it would still be text, right? It wouldn't be like watching the video and understanding the context of the video and how he's speaking. It would just be I think it would just be the text of the probably AI generated subtitles, unless there were real subtitles, So again, it's just like a lot of what you're putting into the AI is, not necessarily good. And remember, like, YouTube comments have been botted to shit for years. The auto transcripts are terrible quality. I mean, they're getting better, but they still aren't going to catch everything. When you say a weird name, right? Or when you say something in another language, you say something that sounds like something else. That could change the context, which could change the whole thing. You see how there's lots of like points of failures, basically. And that's not even to include the fact that AI can just hallucinate. It can just fucking hallucinate, because that's what it's supposed to do. YouTube used to have a system for community transcripts, and they got rid of it. Every transcript has blatant errors now. Oh, yeah. I didn't know they had community transcripts. I know you can upload subtitles. Like, look, subtitles is one of the things I think AI could be excellent for, honestly. That's an accessibility thing that I think could really help with a lot of stuff, translation too. But it has to be verified. Like, you need humans in there to verify it, because like the transcript is just the subtitles without the video. Yeah, which is not good, because a transcript has fucking, punctuation. A transcript is supposed to have punctuation, and it might have who's speaking in the auto transcription. You also might even have, in a transcription, you also might even have blocking that describes like what is happening.
Say, I know, right? Can you believe how good I am at YouTube? Or I can say, you know what else is ruining the internet? Which is honestly insane. Like, am I implying that this person is ruining the internet?
These don't seem AI generated to me. Yeah, I think, yeah, no, these are not auto generated. These are actual subtitles. Good on you, Drew. But you can tell the difference immediately. For one thing, there's capitalizations. There's quotes. There's proper punctuation.
That's how you want me to respond to a compliment? Not only is this a ridiculous suggestion, but I think I might have accidentally revealed how their comment algorithm works. Remember when people figured out that Google's search AI was sourcing a lot of its information?
It's timed
from
correctly.
Reddit threads? Well, they must also be doing that for this comment feature, because you know what else is ruining the internet is a word-for-word title from a Reddit post about my video. Only in this context, the implication is that people who leech off of the work of others by posting low-effort reaction videos are ruining the internet. And in this context, one of my own viewers is ruining the internet by enjoying my video. Thanks for the suggestion, AI. Also, I wonder if a lot of these suggestions...
You used to be able to watch videos that people don't even know English, and someone would contribute a translation. Now only the video maker can add subtitles. I kind of understand that, though, because what if it gets mistranslated? I mean, I'm not even saying just cynically, just if it's just wrong, I imagine the creator has control over what ones get approved, but how do they know? That's interesting, though. I feel like you could make that work. They probably just didn't want to.
Suggestions are mean because they're using transcripts of my videos to train the bot. And maybe because I tend to be angry when I rant about certain things, they've transferred that energy towards my viewers, which is hilarious. Like, just because I come save videos to AI. Also, I wonder if a lot of these suggestions are mean because they're using...
Apple, NVIDIA... Anthropic used thousands of swiped YouTube videos to train AI. But that's what I want to know. Does the bot have the so it probably doesn't have the This doesn't mean it has the context of the specific video. It has the context of all of his videos, transcriptions of them, which again may be low quality.
transcripts of my videos to train the bot. And maybe because I tend to be angry when I rant about certain things, they've transferred that energy towards my viewers, which is hilarious. Like, just because I complained about how shitty modern cars are doesn't mean I also want to yell at everybody who says something nice to me. Sometimes the AI will overcompensate for all of the anger and narcissism by instead going way too far in the other direction and making it sound like I hate myself. Good video. Is it? Is it a good video? Or are you just saying that? Thank you for making this video. It's really good. Not sure why you would think that. This is the worst video I've ever made. I hope more people see this. Good work as always, Drew. No, this is my worst video yet. I can't even remember what the hell I was thinking when I made this video.
I don't even know why I'm still on YouTube anymore.
This person says, Jesus loves you. And the AI says, not much. No, Jesus could never love a guy like me. I know his whole thing is like, he loves everybody or whatever, but for me, it's just the bare minimum amount. Wow, thanks YouTube algorithm. It's just a video of me talking about a phone I don't even own. It's not that deep. First of all, relax, all right? You don't have to take everything so personally. Second of all, this isn't a video of me talking about a phone. It's a poll I posted 7 years ago. Or sorry.
Yeah, that is so weird. What?
3 years ago? Oh no, actually 2 days ago. But it was supposed to come out 10 years ago. Or, never mind, it was 7 years ago, back when I was still a child. And you may think 2017 was 7 years ago, but that's not the year that came to mind to me, because as we all know, it's 2023. What would we do without this technology? All right, the last thing I wanted to talk about in this video isn't something that's happening by YouTube, but just something I'm seeing more and more of on YouTube. These AI-generated trailers to movies that do not exist and hopefully never will. Interstellar 2, Resident Evil 4, Skyrim.
The Dragonborn, born with the power to command the voice of the dragon.
I think I'll be watching that one in theaters. Some people see these and get excited. Some people see them and get pissed. What the hell did I just watch? It's crazy how popular these have gotten. This Titanic 2 trailer has 8 million views. I'll give him a little bit of credit. It is kind of funny. The idea that not only
this part is insane.
Actually survive.
It also, but it simultaneously makes me not as worried about this as I was before.
The crash, but he and Rose meet back up and decide to go on another Titanic.
What's stopping us? You're serious.
Well, here we go again.
What?
Again to find answers. I'm pretty sure we already know how the boat sank.
There's an iceberg.
Home Alone 3, Kevin's Revenge will blow your mind. Does he even need revenge? Didn't he practically kill everyone already in the first two?
Revenge on who?
Unless, of course, he's getting revenge on his parents for leaving him alone in the first place. Now that I would understand. Also, he's a
Hey, actually, I think his brother Buzz became a cop, so revenge. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Kevin does deserve revenge against his mean brothers and sisters because they were awful. Especially Buzz. Fuck you, Buzz. We used to giggle at Mad Libs. Now the whole world is Mad Libs. Yeah, kinda. Also, this guy, does this look like Macaulay Culkin or does this look like Steve Buscemi? It looks more like Steve Buscemi to me than Macaulay Culkin. Also, I love that the AI is like, yeah, it means like, because Macaulay Culkin's old now, so like he'd be like 40 something, you know. So it's Home Alone, but as a grown man.
Grown man now. He can be home alone. That's not some dire situation. I do that all the time, and I almost never have to defend my home from bandits. You got Transformers 8, where Dwayne Johnson appears to be a Transformer. Do you think he transforms into a giant fighting robot, or is he like a regular guy that transforms into The Rock? Wait a second. There are no Transformers 6 and 7 live-action movie. I confuse. iRobot 2 will blow your mind. Because the robots have boobs now. Actually, kind of seems like AI cleavage in the thumbnail is sort of the meta. What if character people like, but...
Can't imagine why. Can't imagine why this is working.
With big boobs. And if you thought a bunch of dudes wouldn't be weirdly turned on by this, you were wrong. AI girls are something else. You know, I think this misguided horny person might have...
Too many 8s. Too many 8s in your username.
Wrong. AI girls are...
Too many 8s. I'm sorry, Wolfen888? Come on. The fuck? Am I missing something here? Or is that a fucking Nazi?
Or something else. You know, I think this misguided horny person might have accidentally described them perfectly. Because they're not human, and they're not even really
what the hell?
women. They're kind of just something else. Now, people getting tricked by fake movie trailers is not a new phenomenon. This has been happening for years. And I'll hand it to some of the people who've edited these. They can be pretty convincing. It takes a lot of time to stitch together a bunch of scenes from different movies and combine them all in a somewhat seamless way. I think what really blows my mind, though, is how unedited a lot of these AI trailers are. How many of them are just lifeless montages of all the characters being introduced one by one.
Do you guys see how, like, the face changes as they zoom in? Like, literally, it cannot stay consistent while the camera is zooming in. Do you see that?
How many of them are just lifeless
What is that? Do you see? It looks like he's turning into a werewolf. I mean, I think that's supposed to be what it looks like, but still, isn't this just a zoom in? Why?
montages of all the characters being
Look at that. His face is swirling all around.
introduced one by one.
I'm Count Dracula, the proud owner of Hotel Transylvania. This is my darling daughter, Mavis.
Over here is Mr. Potato.
The fuck? The fuck is this? Guys, I think I have to draw the line at Steve Harvey, Mr. Potato Head.
Potato Head.
You can't forget about Stewie, my baby boy.
Let's not forget about Butters.
Have you ever seen a movie trailer like this? And if you did, would you want to watch that movie? My name is Tyler, and this is my Fight Club. Yeah, we may seem a little rough around the edges, but if you take the time to get to know us, you'll find we have hearts of gold. I love this Toy Story one that has Margot Robbie as Barbie.
She's not just a pretty face, no sir.
And Ryan Gosling as Ken. But instead of using any of the already existing footage of them as those characters, they made this. And I'm really sorry for making you look at that, but I had to pass the curse on to someone else. It was too much to bear on my own. Visually, these are hideous. The scripts are so boring, they sound like a 5-year-old wrote them.
You might know me as the boy who lived, but trust me, I'm just Harry.
A lot of the sentences seem to just end in the middle.
Narcissa Malfoy. Where do I even begin? She's a member of one of the most influential wizarding families, the Malfoys. We've also got Draco Malfoy.
Where do I even begin? Well, she has a family. And Draco's crazy, too. This next one is also exactly the same. Star Wars Modern, which answers the question, what if they were still making Star Wars content? I can't even imagine what that would be like. I love this part about a minute in where the music has been slowly crescendoing as they show actor after actor, and right when it reaches its peak, this happens. They just continue showing names. This whole video is pretty much just 6 straight minutes of what if every celebrity was in this movie? And the comments are all like, you nailed it, man. Disney could learn a thing or two from you. Look, I certainly don't think Disney has done a good job with Star Wars. In fact, they've almost completely...
Not gonna lie, I liked the Harry Squatter Chamber of Gains AI. Did not see that.
They botched it. But do you think the only reason they don't cast all of the most famous people in the world to be in their movies is just because no one thought to do that? This movie would cost $4 billion to make. Also, superior storytelling. What story? This whole video was just a bunch of people standing still. You think that's a better story than what they're doing on Disney?
They're not standing still, though, because their skin is literally crawling across the screen. Please tell me everybody sees that. Yeah, and they're all ripped in the weirdest way.
It was just a bunch of people standing still.
Do you see their faces like morphing?
Still. You think that's a better story than what they're doing on Disney Plus? Actually, no, you're probably right about that. If Kenobi was just Ewan McGregor slowly rotating in front of the camera, now that would have been a good show. When I watch stuff like this and...
I mean, it wasn't much more interesting than just Ewan McGregor on the screen.
Read the comments, I
Ian
feel
McGregor
like I
on the
just
screen.
don't understand anything anymore. I can't fathom how someone can watch a video that's just a vague collage of unrelated images with no plot, no through line, no anything, and be like, Hollywood's done for. Who needs real movies when I could just watch this all day?
I can answer that for you. The comments are also bots. At least some of them have to be. Because you guys, on the video I put up, me reacting to Jabari's Matt Gaetz video, has people in the comments, and I'm not kidding, defending Matt Gaetz. There cannot be real people out there who are defending Matt Gaetz at this moment. Not even on YouTube. They must be robots. Or it's all Matt Gaetz's alt accounts. Why did I pause it here? Ah!
Guys, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to think some people might be stupid. Sorry, that's not fair to say. I don't think some people might be stupid. I know that a lot of people are stupid because this next video I'm about to show you has almost 30 million views. It's called No One Could Hold Back Tears, Boy Shakes Up Got Talent 2024 with song to his mother lost in a boat, AGT.
My mom passed away when we were crossing the river in a boat. She was my best friend. This song is for her.
They also did a few of these with Jesus.
Hello, my name is Jesus, Jesus Christ.
Guys, it's pronounced Jesus. It's a common mistake, but it's a Spanish name. It's pronounced Jesus. I like your robe and your hat, by the way.
Falling from the skies, the world a blur. Chaos all around.
So there are people on this earth who watch this video and think, how beautiful is that? Barbara, did you hear? Jesus himself took a trip down from heaven to appear as a contestant on the television show America's Got Talent, where he sang a song for 32 minutes. I really want to believe that in spite of corporations doing everything they can to circumvent artists and shove generative AI down our throats, that we as a—
Guys, they're reopening 3 Mile Island so that they can have enough power to do this, so that AI Jesus can sing to AI Simon Cowell. The earth is burning alive so that AI Jesus can sing to AI Simon Cowell. That's awesome.
The human race would all band together to reject it because we're smarter than that. But then I see something like this and I'm like, are we? Are we smarter than that? Something happened earlier this month that I'm honestly still kind of shocked by. There's a YouTube channel called JCS Criminal Psychology that chances are you've watched at least one video of, even if you don't know them by name. They make these videos where they break down criminal interrogations and provide insight into what's going on, some of which have gotten tens of millions of views. And I've always thought very highly of this channel. Not only do they make high quality videos that pioneered an entire genre on YouTube, but they've always been very deliberate about what they upload. I mean, they've only posted 21 videos in 5 years. Where so many YouTubers would have milked that formula dry, and a lot of their copycats have, JCS seem to have the quality over quantity mindset, and I've always respected that. So imagine my surprise when earlier this month, after a 1.5 year long hiatus, JCS comes back with a video that immediately feels off. There's these weird animations they've never done before, the style of humor seems different, but most glaringly, there's something wrong with the narrator's voice.
I cannot believe the way some creators have treated AI and just wrecked their brand. And I'm speaking specifically of Kwebbelkop, who last I heard was just straight up uploading AI videos of him doing his thing. And people are like, what the fuck? We don't want this. We want you, stupid. And he just kept defending it. I don't know what's been happening recently, but
Lucky Josh.
I remember
Wrong answer.
that.
You just told on yourself in your own made-up story, and you're going to jail no matter what.
Why does he sound like that? I mean, it's the same voice, but it doesn't sound like a person. It sounds like AI. Sure enough, it is. And everyone fucking hated it. It's unwatchable. Turns out snarky quips don't work when the computer-generated narration is incapable of conveying snark. The best part is 43 minutes into the video where the
sounds
voice
like libertarian
changes to
brain
a
rot,
completely different one.
The other narrator will now be taking you through the second phase of his interrogation.
Just imagine being Josh right now. One moment you're in dreamland, and the next you're jolted back into interrogation room reality.
I guess his free trial ran out. I sat there in awe when I first saw this. I could not believe what I was seeing. This channel
wait, is that what it is? Jesus Christ, man.
Had about as high of an approval rating as you could have on YouTube, and just threw out years worth of goodwill so they could, what, save a few $100 on narration? Maybe he thought it wasn't that big of a deal because there's already so much AI slop on.
Kwebbelkop is currently pioneering a new industry, completely AI-generated inspirational videos as part of his AIification of this sphere. Yeah, fuck that.
Bumbling through brush, my botanical escapade continues.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Snagged on leaves, but hey, more crafting supplies. Jackpot.
Including in the true crime space. I mean, there's videos with hundreds of thousands of views that aren't just narrated by AI and written by AI and filled with AI-generated visuals, but the stories themselves aren't even fucking real. Secret affair between cheerleader and the coach ends in brutal murder. True crime documentary.
Beginning in the fall of 2013,
Once it predictably will take over the manosphere, the sky's the limit.
at Brookhaven High School. Nathan Ellis, the new basketball coach at Brookhaven High School. She was the star cheerleader of Brookhaven High School.
Even though this is fiction, it's a scenario that could easily play out
My dad watches these brain-dead soap operas narrated with the AI voice. Really? And he finds that enjoyable? Why?
in real life. Okay, then don't call it true crime. Call it what it really is. False crime. This is so fucking weird and gross that we're so obsessed with hearing about gruesome murder cases that we need a computer to make up new ones because we can't get enough. It already feels like a lot of these stories get trivialized because of the way people treat them like casual entertainment rather than something terrible that actually happened to a real person. So fuck it, I guess. Might as well have ChatGPT write the whole thing.
Rumors started circulating that Sergio Vega had been murdered.
Wonderful. The script is just so good, and the voiceover sounds very interesting.
But without a doubt, the most upsetting development on YouTube happened to my favorite channel, Talents Number One. This guy used to make the sickest videos. He would edit himself into America's Got Talent, and he'd have the whole audience freaking out as all these green screened video assets played on stage. Oh, it was the best thing I've ever seen. Now it's just a bunch of creepy AI nightmare fuel. Even the audience is booing, and he edited that himself. It's times like these where it's important to remind myself that there's a whole world outside the internet. And sometimes all you have to do to get away from the craziness is log out. Step outside, get some food. Ugh, I'm so hungry. Let's see what's on Uber Eats. Looks really good. God, I just hope this restaurant is in a big windowless gray building. It is! I love living in the future. Happy New Year, everyone.
If you like this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe because that is the only way you can appreciate me for my work. It actually took me time to come up with this content and make it for you guys, so I would appreciate it if I get some love.
Okay, not gonna lie, the craziest part of that was JCS changing the narration voice in the middle of that AI generated video, probably because his free trial ran out. That's insane. That's nuts. Okay, I thought he was going to do the whole other chapter on the slop outside. Plus Bible readings with AI voice is much better than shitty pastors, frankly. Like I said, there are uses for it. Like screen readers, I think, to sound more natural, definitely. That's not even something that voice actors can really do anyways, right? That's just creating a new utility. Using it in YouTube videos is weird. That said, if it's just the voice, I can kind of understand that too, if you don't want to use your own voice or whatever. But like making the whole video, like at what point is it just not a video anymore? Like, at what level of work do you have to put into it for it to be considered a video even?